The Pelicans shooting lineup featuring Jordan Hawkins, CJ McCollum, and Matt Ryan has been nothing short of a revelation. They've been able to generate so much space and so many clean looks, the Pelicans probably don't win their first 2 games without them. If you look at the film, you'll see that almost every single player has an opportunity to get to the cup. JV's allowed to get his looks. The shooters are allowed to get their looks. There's so much space for everyone to operate in. I took some time to ask CJ McCollum what it's like playing in that kind of space. Here's what he had to say.
I like space, so I'm always in favor of having space, being able to create, get downhill. Shooters space the floor, they run. Really good basketball players in terms of movement, pace, tempo, 0.5 mentality. So it's helpful. JV gets his touches, so I think we've been doing a pretty good job of mixing and matching and playing well together.
And he's absolutely right. There was a stretch in the Knicks game where JV had 3 straight buckets and then a few possessions down was able to get to the free throw line. Just look at the spacing on this possession. CJ gets downhill, is able to hit JV popping out, hits an easy jumper in the paint. Next possession down, it's a very similar situation. This time we have Matt Ryan with the ball. JV setting the screen for CJ, a little bit of a distraction action. Matt Ryan gets the ball to JV, who has a ton of room to just go to work against Mitchell Robinson. The help can't come from anywhere. I asked Herb Jones if he's seeing the same stuff, and he agreed.
A lot of guys can't help off. It opens up a lot of driving lanes. And, defensively, you can switch a lot of things as well, so it's easier to keep guys out of the paint and on the perimeter. So I think, overall, it just makes the game a little easier on us.
Pelicans are flying around. Each area, each action is contained. There's multiple efforts on defense, and everyone just wants to get in the way. They force a turnover from Josh Hart. I mean, the effort is absolutely outstanding. Let's look at the next play. Jordan Hawkins, with a high pickup point, forces Dante DiVincenzo into the help defense. He has to kick out, makes a bad pass out to RJ, and it's just a bad shot. Same thing a few possessions later. Matt Ryan this time forcing the defense into help. Bad pass out. Hawkins with a good closeout and almost tips the ball and gets a deflection. But, man, look at Herb Jones and Matt Ryan communicating in the back line. And finally, Herb Jones closes out with a massive block. 3-point line. Just, again, the effort and intensity for this unit is fantastic. Now, I had to include a little clip for Matt Ryan playing really well, shutting down Julius Randle here. Shout out to Chris Vernon because our guy.
That friggin' Matt Ryan